and started shooting at the people, killing 7 and leaving many others injured. Fulani terrorists. The same people telling you to accommodate, they are the same people that told you that these are foreigners. Nigeria, why is it that your brain cannot work properly? I ask you. They told you these are foreigners, but the Nigerian army cannot attack foreigners attacking them. Any day you rise up against so-called foreigners in your land, you see army and police everywhere to kill people as they did to Ikonso. That is the stupidity that Nigerians are living with every blessed day. I want Hope Uzodinma and the rest of the Fulefus you have in the east to see Benue State. Look at Benue. What is happening in Benue? Hope Uzodinma, is this what you want for Imo people, for them to be in IDP camps? That was why Ikonso dismantled Fulani terrorist camps in and around Olo. Obiozo of Ohanes and Datron and Yoshi. That you have a home today is because of Ikonso, or else Fulani Janjaweed terrorists would have done to you what they are now doing in Benue. Benue is not traditional Fulani, or might I even say Hausa territory. But the people are in refugee camps. As I cursed them many years ago, almost 11 years ago, I cursed them and I said to them, everything that Biafrans went through, the whole of Nigeria will go through it. Today you are in refugee camps, some of you outside the country, refugee camps. Is that not correct? Is that not correct? I'm asking all of you. You have not learned anything. The same thing they brought against IPOB. Let's tag the terrorist group, proscribe. The idiot writing proscribed IPOB or outlawed IPOB. For the same Fulani, he's writing it for them in his village. The idiot cannot go to his village. Do you know there are some operatives in DSS, working for DSS, that confided in me? They write to me, they tell me, some of you don't know this, that we are working for DSS. We cannot even go to our villages anymore. But they're in Abuja arresting protesters, shooting unarmed Shia protesters, clamping down on NSAS protesters, abducting anybody who disagrees with the government. And all of you are just there watching, protesting on the road. You think that's what we need now is a revolution. I am urging and asking brave Yoruba youths to rise up from tonight and make the West ungovernable. Forget all that rubbish they're telling you. In every revolution in the world, if some of you actually went to school, which I believe you did, go and read the history of revolution. In it, you burn down everything and rebuild it afterwards. You burn down everything. The time for a bloody revolution is now. Your problem are not just the army and the police. Your politicians are they are number one. You must come out now to make the West ungovernable. Everybody, every youth across the, I know in the north they will not do anything because they are caged. They are waiting for their imams to tell them what to do, which goes to prove that you're not one with them. The time has come for every young person at heart. Some of us are old, but we still act young, to rise up now to defend their land. You know, some of you think that the destruction of police station and other stuff is our infrastructure. Whose infrastructure is it? It's not you. It's not yours. They are using it to cage you down. Then ask yourself, if these police are very good, where were they when Nimbo was attacked by Fulani headsmen? Who the governor of Enugu State was calling them, they never turned up. Where were they when Ozo One were being attacked by Fulani headsmen? Where were they? They never came. They never turned up. 82 division is in Enugu. When people are analyzing what is happening, they never interrogate these obvious, I wouldn't call them lapses, obvious shortcomings in the thinking of those that claim they want one Nigeria. If you want one Nigeria, when Fulani people were massacring us in Nimbo, in all these places, why didn't 82 division in Enugu respond? It's a simple question I'm asking you. Anybody in Enugu talking about one Nigeria. Anybody anywhere in Biafra land talking about one Nigeria. Anybody from the south talking about when people were being massacred at Agatu for days. For many days. The massacre did not happen in one night. For many days. How come the army did not respond? It's a simple question. But they always respond after the fact. The day youth of Benue rose up to say enough is enough, then the army landed. They did to them exactly what they did to Ikonso. They identified their hard man and killed him. But all the hard men of Fulani terrorists that are walking up and down, Miyetiala leadership, they're all there. All of you can see them. They appear on TV every day talking. And did they hypnotize you people? What did they actually give to you people in Nigeria? What did Fulani give to you people? I don't understand it. Hope Uzodinma and his fellow hopeless Eastern politicians think their Fulani masters can save them. Of course they can't. They can't even save themselves. They are calling America to help them. America. And they are facing insurgency from people who are not educated. Imagine when we go for full-blown insurgency. People that went to school and that read. You think you can hide anywhere? You are doing hard man, You are finished, I assure you. All these Fulani made quislings, masquerading as politicians who think they are smart or that everybody can be bought over with their blood money. I have news for you. Despite the fact that Fulani made people believe that you don't need us anymore, you don't need people to be elected into office by virtue of the emergence of Hope Uzodinma, you people are going to face the wrath of the people. I'm only asking Yoruba youths today to come out and hunt down those who are hunting for their lives. The whole place needs to boil at the same time. And then you get freedom. If you doubt me, go into your nearest library. After this program, just go to Google and ask yourself, write revolution in history, in modern history, or in the history of mankind. All of them, they released prisoners from prisons everywhere in the world. That's how it happens. You must release prisoners from their prison cells and burn down every governmental institution. We can rebuild them in a couple of seconds once we are free. And better, more edifying buildings than this rubbish that looks like poetry that they scatter everywhere and claim they are police stations. People may be shocked at what I'm saying. Before somebody calls you from US to lecture you about civility, and ask them, who is George Washington? Did George Washington not lead a revolution against the British? A bloody, violent revolution that made America great today. Because Obama may call some of you talking his rubbish the worst and the most useless black president in the history of the whole world. Talking his rubbish. Ask him, Obama, the freedoms you are enjoying in America, did it come about by writing letter or protesting? It came about via a bloody revolution by George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Adams, and all the rest of them. In the USA, everybody wants US visa. Bloody. Let me even go back to England. I'm saying this for my Yoruba brothers and sisters. Why they must come out and make life unbearable for their own politicians as well, for all of us to be free. I'm asking every youth across the Middle Belt to rise up tonight. Don't go to the streets to be protesting. Destroy every government building that you can find. It's called a revolution. Before you start talking rubbish, you see England that colonized you. You see that Britain that colonized you. They too had their own bloody revolution led by a man called Oliver Cromwell. I'm giving you history for free. Oh, are we going to go to France and ask them if there was a revolution there? Are we going to go to Russia? Are we going to go to even China that is dominating the whole? You don't remember Chairman Mao? A revolution, bloody revolution. The entire corrupt political class were wiped out overnight. You're protesting on the highway, protesting against a government that is sponsoring the same bandits and murderers that are killing you. You think they will listen? Do you think they will listen? I'm asking all of you. The reason why they mention one Nigeria, just as they would like to mention, what's it called, 2023, is to deceive you. It's to deceive. As you're looking at 2023, am I going to come out to contest? Is my uncle going to be returned? Is my aunt going to go to House of Assembly? They are busy taking over your land and taking over your villages. We are the most intelligent people to come out of Africa. But sometimes these days, how we reason, I don't know. I can't understand it. The way we reason. I am preaching this gospel tonight because, you see, egg is very precious and very pretty. But if you want to make scrambled eggs, if you want to make omelette, if you want the sunny side up of an egg, you must crack it open. That's how life is. If you want a good life, if you want 24 hours electricity, if you want to go to good schools, if you want to go to good hospitals in your village, you must revolt. There must be a revolution. And I believe that in a way we have started in the East. Others must join us, so that we can all have a decent future to bequeath to our children. Or else, Fulani will take you over. You have, as they say, you are caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. As simple as that. You either embark on a revolution and save yourself, or you be talking rubbish about one Nigeria and the Fulani will kill you anyway. Take one. Take one. Just one. Pick one. Do you want to be, dancing around your stupidity and Fulani will take your land as I have done now in Benue State? Is it a movie? What is happening in Benue and Niger State, is it film that you're watching? That is reality. That is going to be your portion unless you rise up tonight and destroy every government building around you. There shouldn't be any government, because with this government, the Fulanis are advancing. They are moving. They're in a hurry to finish this job before 2023. You must be out on the streets and destroy what is destroying you. Do you know why what is happening today in our land? Of course, we're checkmating them. Somebody wrote very movingly and passionately, one of those that I love to read from Elechukwu Hagi. You see, the Fulani did an experiment with Imo State. Very simple experiment to see if they will succeed. Because we allow them, of course, we're no longer going to allow them, because Hope Uzodinma cannot come back to Imo State. He cannot come. He will come with his entourage and all the army and whatever. After a while, he will disappear. He can no longer be a normal person till the day he will die, or the day he will be killed. Now listen to this very carefully. Fulani experimented with Imo State, not just Imo State. What they did is a template for the whole of Nigeria. Can we impose whoever we like, regardless of the popular will of the people? No longer rigging, or they don't believe in rigging anymore, because you may resist them. And they succeeded. As soon as they succeeded, they became emboldened to unleash even more impunity upon a very hapless population. The only reason why Obaseki succeeded was because of one memo from the US ambassador. That's all. They allowed him to come back to office. If not, he would have been a goner by now. Now, an average Igbo politician believes that he doesn't need his own people to become whatever he wants to become. All he needs is a Fulani godfather. Because Fulani controls INEC as well, I hasten to add. Once I grab INEC, all of you can go to hell. They will announce my result in Abuja, and they'll swear me in, and I will move to Abuja and be enjoying life. Do you understand what is going on? That is why the army can kill all of us. They will not care. That is why every manner of impunity can be visited upon us. They do not give a damn, because at the end of the day, they don't need you to go back to Abuja. They don't need you to go to government house. They don't need you to go to House of Assembly. They only need one Fulani man, Al-Hajj. After uselessing them, then Al-Hajj will give them whatever position that they want. That is the reason why Southeastern leaders do not have any regard for you. That is why the entire Eastern governors, the entire Biafra land, don't have any regard for you. Even some, of course, some Yoruba governors still retain, some common sense. They still treat their people with some semblance of dignity, not minding one or two idiots here and there. Our people, those you call your politicians, even Ohanese, they gave us Ohanese. Mietiala gave you Ohanese President General. Because you see how they think. They knew that whoever controls Mbakwe's office in Imo State, government house, Douglas House in Imo State, is the controller, is going to give them the next Ohanese. That was why they insisted that Hope Uzodinma must be given the mandate. Now, as I want to ask the U.S. ambassador tonight, the British High Commissioner, even the U.S. Secretary of State, that Yusuf Abubakar Muhammad was speaking to earlier today in the name of Buhari. I want to ask them this question. Will you allow yourself, you saw what happened during the last elections. In America, will you allow yourself to have somebody from Capitol Hill impose a senator on you, regardless of the outcome of the elections? America will boil that same day. The same thing we are asking for now. We are not going to have any more elections in Biafra land because we are fed up. If you go to vote, it doesn't make any sense. Whoever they decide is going to win has already won. Once we do that, they will start taking us very seriously. But before then, we are going to make sure that there is a bloody revolution. We outnumber them. You can see the police stations. How many of them are there? In the army barracks, how many of them are there? If they have soldiers, how come they're bringing troops from the north, as we intended for them to do? Because that leaves the north open for all manner of criminal elements from the Fulani tribe across the Sahel to deal with them severely. And it's happening today. And I'll put that to you later on. Now, do you understand me very clearly? There has to be a revolution. A revolution is very simple. You don't even need to come out on the streets and destroy every government building. There will be no government. Then they'll be forced, the people will now sit down and negotiate and write a decent, proper constitution for their future and that of their children. Do you know one thing? Because the voice of the people is the voice of God. The land and the future belongs to us, not to these vagabonds in Abuja and in government houses. They're okay, oh, let's keep it everywhere one. And with them and their friends, and let's keep every Nigeria united, and we must fight insecurity. Whereas they are the cause of the insecurity. They are the people that use their thugs during elections to kill people, to snatch ballots. These same people that you're looking at now as politicians, he's an honorable member, or dishonorable member, I should say, governor. The same ballot snatcher. They are the thugs. They are the real gaming miscreants. They are the evil in the society. Once you elect them and you swear them in, once they start to receive security vote, all their location, you see them now change. They want to sound civil and polished. These were thugs that were snatching ballot boxes all over the school, all over the place. What I'm teaching you is what they will never teach you in any school anywhere in the world. A white man can't even teach you because it will make you to have sense. They don't like it when we have sense, and that is true. They prefer a black man to be as dumb as a Fulani Janjaweed cattle header. That's the ones they love because they can use them anyhow they like. Once you're intelligent, they will hate you. Listen very carefully. Some of you don't know why ESN was brought to the fore. Some of you don't even know why they formed the Ebube Pusi Ebuboke. You have no idea. Ask you see, when I say things, go back and ponder and reflect. The governors that you have, they behave exactly like Nigeria Army, Nigeria DSS, Nigeria Police. When the people are in danger, when their lives are being threatened, they won't say anything. Any day you rise up to defend yourself, they start jumping up and down all over the place. That's what happened with the bag rubbish. They were there all over the years, they did nothing. I wrote to them personally. I wrote to all these people personally. I personally wrote to them to say, please float a security network to guard our land. They said no. As soon as we did it to defend ourselves, exactly what Nigeria Army and Police does, they jumped in to form a buboke, not to fight the enemy, but to fight us, defending them. Do you see their mentality? Do you see the way they reason? Now, that is something some of you must understand. In the East, we have dethroned all of them. Then ask them to give an order and see if anybody will obey them. I know that some people were complaining, oh, please, go and tell them they cannot to lift the curfew in Anambra. But all of a sudden, they have also imposed their own curfew in Anambra State. People don't listen to them. Our people are very, very smart. They know those who are serving them in truth and in every honesty. They know that the governors are not serving their interest. They know. Today we have taken over our land, almost that we have. We have no regard for them because they despise us, they hate us, they are collaborating with the enemy to kill us. All of you were there when young people at NNA was shot dead, killed in broad daylight. In broad daylight, the same city, you have Fulani people wielding machine guns, wielding machete and AK-47, stopping a governor from doing his work. Nobody attacked them. The division never moved. Fulani Police Commissioner never lifted a finger. The same thing that people from Southern Kaduna did, and today they are gone. Southern Kaduna, they are not Fulani people. They are not even Hausa people. Today they are gone because they behave as foolishly as some of you are doing today. They are no more. They are gone. You have the emir of Zaria. I'm sure even the emir of Kaduna, everywhere is gone. That is not their tradition. That is why I am encouraging the Yoruba generation, this very generation, to rise up, or else what happened in Ilorin will happen to all of you again. And as I always pray all the time when I come on air, you know, I used to say to them, I can't see what it means that same hand they used to feed poison to us, one day they will unknowingly put it in their mouth, and that is what is happening. I cursed the Jew. I cursed them. That was why the Air Force killed their own army. I'm sure the Air Force pilot is a Janjaweed, and the army people they are killing are Southerners. Funny enough, there's, you know, in Nigeria is one Nigeria. So they moved the troops of Janjaweed and repented terrorists. They moved them to the south. They moved Southern soldiers to the north to be killed. That was why, if you check very well now, I'm asking you to do your research, the pilot of this very Air Force jet that killed these Southern Christian soldiers fighting for one Nigeria, as idiotic as it may sound, did so because he wanted to eliminate them. That is something some of you don't understand. If they claim that they are Boko Haram, repentant Boko Haram, why don't you send them to war front in Borno to go and fight? In Yobe, in Taraba to go and fight? They will never do it. They won't do it. That is why I am saying, do you see how they came to attack us and to kill us? That is the same way today that they are being killed by themselves. Nigeria Air Force killing Nigeria Army. Maybe soon to be Navy versus civil defense. They will keep on killing themselves. And I told you before, I told our people not to panic. And I want the governments of the world to understand what is happening in Nigeria, and that, as I said earlier, there is a method to our madness. Our madness has a method. For those who are joining us, the time now is just a minute past 8 p.m. in the land of Biafra. If you check your time now, it's 1 minute past the hour. So that goes to show that we are live and we are direct, and do. All of you, the whole world, of course, is listening. Listen to this very, very carefully. 30 Nigerian soldiers killed in Minok as Boko Haram sacks military base in Borno State. Boko Haram that they created, the sack military base in Borno, kill, how many soldiers died? 30 Nigerian soldiers. I'm sure when you see this headline, you're an American, you say, oh, this Boko Haram, they kidnapped some girls. We must go and fight them. No, not at all. Before you come to fight Boko Haram, ask yourself, who created Boko Haram and for what purpose? The same people asking you to come are the people that created it. And as I said to Nigeria, to the military high command in Nigeria, you see, and to the hearing of the whole world, we do things in a very different way from all of you. We know that you're very stupid. You are fallen, you're Janjaweed, you're hopeless. You will come down to the south. You will hear Biafra, you hear Ipob, you hear NNAMDI'S, and your blood washed your brain. And you come to the south. And as you're moving your so-called regular troops to the south to come and fight Ipob that are unarmed, the real guys are dealing with you in the north. That is why today there was nobody to defend your military base in Borno, in Minok. They killed 30 of you. You see how foolish you are. We know what we are doing. By the time you come to the east, you're going to die there, mind you. And as you're dying already, you will die there. By the time you go back to the north, as the Hausas discovered, as the Gwari people discovered, you have no village anymore. Somebody from Timbuktu is now in your father's compound. That's my plan. To draw you to the east, where you're going to die anyway. To allow your lands in the north to be ravaged by the very worst that man can produce in Fulani. You don't know what you're in for. You think you're going to save the zoo? America will save you. America did not stay in Somalia. America could not defeat the Vietnamese. Are you aware of that? You're calling America, you're in Asarok. Let's call America, please. America, come and help us. After all, no, they went to Halliburton because Halliburton has concession. Texaco has concession. Mobile has concession of oil and gas. Take as much oil and gas as you can. Please convince Obama, convince Hillary Clinton, convince Biden. Please send us army. Stop Boko Haram. But you created Boko Haram. We want them to understand. In fact, it wasn't even Boko Haram. It was even ISIS in West Africa, created by Buhari himself. It was ISIS in West Africa, not even Boko Haram. Sometimes everything happens, they say Boko Haram. It's not Boko Haram. It's not Boko Haram. It's not Boko Haram. It's not Boko Haram. I warned them before. I'm getting information coming. I said I don't want to hear of any checkpoint in Biafra land. They don't want to hear. You know, Janjaweed. They are very stubborn. They want to show us that we defeated you. When I told you that Nigeria cannot fight any war, Nigeria has never won any war in its life, in its history, never. You thought I was joking, didn't you? 30 of them are down. Once you have AK-47 that they have as well, they are nothing. A Nigerian soldier doesn't fight with determination or motivation. And no regular army in the history of the world, if you like, ask Britain, has ever defeated an army of volunteers. You cannot. You cannot. Because they are not fighting for any material wealth. They are fighting for their survival as a people. 30 of their soldiers are down. I want Yoruba. I said to my Yoruba friends, please, do you want to be free? If you want to be free, please, I'm begging you, the revolution must start tonight. Destroy every police station you can find. It's a guerrilla war. Destroy every police station you can find. Destroy every army checkpoint you can find. Let the war begin. I'm telling you, that is how we are going to be free. Or else we can never, ever be free. They don't reason. Do you know that this idiot called Lai Mohammed said, I am now prepared to listen to the debate on restructuring. If you have a president who is alive, Why is it that thing in Asrock is not saying it? Why? I read somebody that wrote today, throughout Jonathan's tenure, throughout Obasanjo's tenure, even Yaradua, every blessed month there was a media chat. Every month there was a media chat. Even when the old, stupid, idiotic tyrant Buhari was alive, he held media chat. Have you all forgotten? How come this one that is younger cannot hold media chat? I'm asking you, those of you that claim you're in Nigeria, that you have a brain, I'm asking you a simple question. Ordinary media chat he cannot have. Where he would have said to the whole world, I am now considering restructuring, is because El Rufai, Garba Shehu, Lai Mohammed, all these Wahhabi irredentists, they are the ones running the zoo. If you talk, hey, one Nigeria, let's us unite. Unite with who? When people in Benue are in IDP camps, when some Yoruba people are in Benin Republic as refugees, I told them, we are going to lure them to the south. Simple plan. In their haste, they will go and recruit Janjaweed that doesn't even understand come in French or in English to come. Give them army uniforms to be fighting ISIS that they themselves created or Boko Haram. They will send their regular army to the south. And you know, these are wild beasts. These are wild Fulani beasts. They are like cattle. They will decimate every village they go to. So we know what we are doing. Allow them. Don't panic. The mistakes of 1967 to 70, I cannot repeat. We know what we are doing. Nigerian army will die in Biafra land. That's why we'll kill them. In our own land, our own territory. We are going to use their blood to assuage the land of our ancestors, where they killed 5 million of us. That nobody wants to talk about. When I look at all these idiots yapping their rubbish, writing rubbish every blessed day, I feel sorry for them. They don't know who we are. You see this generation now talking about Biafra. They are demonic. I'm telling you the truth. I'm sure some of them heard what the consul was saying. If I give the order today that I want Asorok to be destroyed, to be destroyed. A single order from me. If I say I want Asorok burnt down, we burn it down. That is why I am warning everybody living in the north. If you're there at your own risk. Let's say I'm an Igbo man, I'm an Igbo girl, I'm in Katangora, I'm here. That is your business. Because your death is coming. There is nothing that I've said that has never come to pass. Your death is coming. It's only a matter of time. You are going to die in the north. You will die there. They will kill you there. And nobody will talk about you. Mind you, you're a Biafran. CNN won't talk. I'm telling you now, you better relocate and go back home. As they are coming to our land, the terrorists are killing them in the north. Very simple arithmetic. It's not difficult. It is not simultaneous equation, but it's an equation all the same. Come to the south. Terrorists will take over your land in the north. Very simple. The zoo has gone. Anybody talking about restructuring or sovereign national conference, you are on your own. No restructuring of rubbish. We are going to deal with Hope Uzodinma. Any village that receives Hope Uzodinma in his capacity as the administrator of Imo State, that village is gone. Any village, if I went to Mamo, that there is a village Hope Uzodinma went there to go and commission borehole, to go and open, I don't know what it is, a health center, 2x2 room. That village is gone. That town is gone. Hope Uzodinma was not elected by the people. Let him govern Imo State from Abuja or from wherever he's hiding. From wherever he is. Any village, God is my witness, this Elohim to go carry my worship. Any village that accepts Hope Uzodinma to go to that very place, they will see madness, beyond madness. If you doubt us, ask the zoo how they're feeling. Hope Uzodinma cannot go to it. You see that he can come from the airport. If we find him with when rent the government house, the sign contract, he remit money abroad and run away. That's all he can do. Any village, any village in Imo State, any traditional ruler, any local government chairman, invite people to your village. Invite him to your village. Useless people everywhere. You think they're joking? I said the death of Ikonso opened the floodgates of hell. The domain of Lucifer, they opened it, they left it wide open. Because of that, Biafra will even come more sooner than we expected. I'm telling you the truth, because we're not going to stop. There are mad people everywhere. When Fulani people are killing people, Mietiala will come on Channels TV and boast, Nigeria belongs to us. Benue is ours now as a prize of war. Go and Google it. Benue is a prize. No, we conquer. Benue is a prize of conquest. Go and Google it. Mietiala Fulani from Senegal in your land, telling you that they have conquered you in your own land. Is in money telling you are conquered. And you're there doing one Nigeria. Let's get one Nigeria. Let's get our security men working. The same security men are full and indeed useless, idiotic people. The people you are calling to defend you, they are one and the same with the terrorists. Somebody saying I'm not aware that President Buhari is aware of Nigeria's security because there is no Buhari, you idiots. There is no Buhari. After this battle, the world will know Obama can do all he likes. Britain can try to pull the wool over our eyes. The world will know that Buhari is dead. The world will know. I'm telling you. And every Nigerian anywhere wants to say you're Nigerian. People will spit on your face for being so idiotic. If you don't know, let me tell you. You people, you don't understand what's happening. People say they are talking already. They can't do anything. Come out after 12 now. Now, if you want to know if we cannot do anything, we are talkatives on radio. Invite Hope Uzodinma to your village. That's all I'm asking. It's a simple mobile experiment, a small one. Invite Hope. Let me read that Hope Uzodinma went to this village. Then you hear what will happen to you. If you think we are joking, you kill Ikonso and you're moving up and down, you think you can be traveling all over the place? No. Nigeria Broadcasting Corporation sanctioned Channels TV because of a common telephone call that they placed to the spokesperson, not spokesperson, media and publicity secretary of Ipob. That's all, to put the record straight. That this man was killed in his father's compound, not in any shootout, not in any, what's it called, ESN camp. But you see, all Fulani newspapers, Daily Trust to Premium Times, so Fulani Janjaweed papers, writing rubbish. He was killed in a shootout. They placed, I don't know what touch channels, maybe what I've been saying, they have now started to receive this very gospel in truth and in every honesty. Somebody from Channels Television called our media and publicity secretary and asked him what actually happened. As soon as Powerful told them the truth, all hell broke loose. They banned Channels. Nobody is sanctioning. God, Fulani. I don't blame them. I blame some of you fools calling yourselves Nigerians. I'm a Nigerian. We Nigerians. I wish Janjaweed, the one, their viciousness depends on where they come from. The ones from Mali are more vicious. Near Timbuktu, they are more vicious. May that very vengeful, uneducated, illiterate, blood-sucking cow, they drink cow milk. The one that sleeps, may a Fulani Janjaweed, a terrorist, bandit sleeping with cattle, locate your village. Not an ordinary one. I don't want ordinary one to find you. If you open your useless thinking mouth to say you're a Nigerian, I want the Fulani that sleeps with Nama. They have sex with Nama, you know that? With their cow. That is the one that when they slaughter you, they have no mercy. Because the love of their life is their cattle. I shot you. You know, they give them names. It's a cow, isn't the cow that they sleep with? May a Fulani deadly Janjaweed terrorist that just finished sleeping with his cow find you. Nigeria will regret it if Pantami is sacked. A terrorist defending a terrorist. I am bringing this news that the world may know how useless Nigerians are. Because when I call Nigeria a zoo, people were complaining it's worse than a zoo. I now believe them. A minister who is a terrorist, a murderer and a killer, not only that, came out in the public to praise terrorists. His fellow terrorists are now ganging up and defending him. These are terrorists, to mind you. But he also was defending his own people against terrorists. His own people ganged up against him. I don't know if I'm making any sense, if people can understand what I'm saying. I don't know if people can actually understand what I am saying. Somebody who was defending his own people against Fulani terrorists, his own people killed him. Hope Uzodinma and George Obiozo killed the consul, conspired with APC politicians to call army and police to kill him. Do you understand me? Whereas the people who are the killers themselves, they are in a cozy club of Fulani brotherhood, defending each other. That this idiot, this thinking, smelly rat that thinks himself Arabian, is now saying that Nigeria will regret it. Nigeria will regret it. It's a threat. If you sack Pantami, he will now go and assemble his own brigade of terrorists, of Fulani terrorists, to terrorize the state. He's telling you in the open, you will regret it if you sack a terrorist who is in government. These are the people that the United States Secretary of State is talking to. Is that what you're telling me? These are the people that these fools, oh my God in heaven. Oh dear. I hope they can learn something, these so-called Igbo governors. I hope you can learn something from these people, how they defend each other. They are defending a killer and a murderer. But you people are busy persecuting those who are asking for referendum. Are you not ashamed of yourselves? Are you, all of you, are you not ashamed of yourselves? Look at the way the Fulanis cooperate to kill you, take over your land, emasculate you politically and economically. And all of you are there fighting those who are fighting to defend you. That is why Hope Uzodinma, after Hope Uzodinma, the Janjaweed will never ever impose anybody again. In fact, this will come to an end, so that we don't need for that. Hope Uzodinma will be the last imposed governor, desecrating the office that the great Simon Mbakwe sat in. Unbelievable. What Sheikh Gumi is doing is a lesson for all the idiots from the southern part of the zoo called Nigeria. Because you morons are fond of attacking your own. That's all you do. You attack your own to the detriment of your own survival. All your education ends in speaking indecipherable grammar against your own people. That's all you do. You write junk every day. Can you all see how the Fulanis are firing on all cylinders when it comes to the defense of their own people and their interest? Can't you see it? Those of you half-baked, almost semi-illiterate grammarians are busy disturbing our peace in the South with your useless junk. You don't know that you're merely watering the ground for your own conquest. In the name of one Nigeria, the Fulanis are coming. Did I not warn you before? When I went to America in 2015, I warned them. They are coming. They are coming. They said he's a warmonger. I told you they are coming. Because I see things that mere mortals cannot see. I'm watching it, if you don't know. I see things that mortals cannot see. A 100-year-old man cannot see it. A 100-year-old man cannot see it. I see it years in advance. And I warned you, Fulanis are coming. They are coming with fire and brimstone. They are going to kill everybody. You said I was a warmonger. Today, some of you are talking. The war that Fulani people started, they are begging white Americans and black Americans to come and fight for them. They beg without shame. without shame. Please, it's written speech, of course. Can you tell the U.S. Defense Secretary to please relocate your headquarters, your command to Africa? But you have army. U.S. Army fights terrorists and enemies of the United States of America. But your own army are busy killing your own civilians. Now, when the time for your army to go to war to fight, you're asking for a white man to come and save you. Can you understand? Oh, dear me, these people. I don't know how useless. Hey, black people, is it? Who did this to you people? I keep asking this question. Black people from Africa, is it who did this? Who did this to you people? Who? They are begging them. Please relocate to Africa. Ipob is saying federal government is right to seek foreign help. Okay, but when it comes to killing unarmed protesters, you don't seek foreign help, yes? When it comes to killing Ipob, killing Shia, killing NSAS protesters, no need for foreign help. Your army is there to do that one. Now you're bringing, okay, when America comes, your so-called Nigerian army will be busy killing civilians and America will be busy fighting Boko Haram and insurgency. Is that what you think? Americans, they're not that stupid. If they attempt to come into any part of the zoo, what happened to them in Somalia will happen to them again. Go and read the history. Go and read the history of America's intervention in Somalia. Then you will know. Foolish people. You people, you loot money, you bank it abroad. You health care, you travel abroad. Your children schooling abroad. I help also to keep you in power, to keep you looting, is coming from abroad. This is confirmation that Nigeria has never and can never win any war on its own. That is why I am telling Biafrans to be very strong. Support the direction we are going. They don't have any army to fight. All they have are terrorists. They have no army to fight. In 1967 to 1970, Britain fought for them. Egyptians fought for them. Russians were even their instructors. They got all the Islamic people across the Sahel to fight for them. One-on-one between Biafrans and the Fulani Janjaweed, would defeat them within 2 days. 48 hours, they are dead, they are gone. We'll be in the Sultan's palace in Sokoto. It's only Britain that saved them. They are not gallant people at war. People who are fighting either in ISIS now, in West Africa, or Boko Haram are all people from the Sahel. These are mercenaries from, they are, anyway, I don't want to give people too much expo tonight. Begging America to bring their armed forces to Nigeria to help you keep Nigeria warm, which Britain has done before, is not going to fly. It can never work. United States of America coming to Nigeria is only to prop up a Fulani hegemonic tyrannical regime. I want the US to understand this. If you come into Nigeria, we don't want any intervention in Nigeria. Do not intervene, please. There is no intervention in Nigeria. I don't know if they are messing up. I think I don't know if they are tampering with our connection this evening. I don't know if they are, because I can't understand. I do need confirmation, please, that our app is working. That Radio Biafra app is working. I need confirmation, please. I need confirmation that it's working. Of course, it's working. I don't know what happened. For some reason, it just tripped. For some reason, it tripped. Of course, they're attacking it. They don't want to hear the truth. But the truth must be preached. They keep attacking it. They are doing the same thing again. They are doing the same thing again. They are doing it again. I don't know, please. Some of you should please switch to Twitter. Switch to Twitter. I don't know why it's fluctuating. I don't know why it's fluctuating, but we must preach this gospel, please. United States coming to Nigeria is only to prop up a decaying, evil, wicked, and terror-supporting Fulani regime in Asarok. Nigeria is a failed state, and we all know that. And all those neo-colonial slaves like Obasanjo and the rest of the Fulani Janjaweed Caliphate, including the Sultan, asking for U.S. intervention are all failures that wants to sustain an edifice that is, quite frankly, unsustainable. 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 Now, listen to this. The United States of America cannot be seen to be helping a country that practices internal discrimination and apartheid, 97 against 5%. The United States government cannot be seen to be supporting the worst form of subjugation of citizens in the whole world. USA cannot do that. They cannot do that. In all conscience, they cannot do that. All the atrocities being committed by these politicians that US intervention is there to help, to protect and to save, that's what they're coming to do. Not to dismantle the evil that Nigeria has become, but to perpetuate it. That is why we do not want any form of United States intervention in Nigeria, because Fulani created the problem themselves. All the terrorist groups are Fulani. The person asking America for help is Fulani. Why can't we reason for once? Use our brain to reason for once. United States of America cannot save the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. It's impossible. They cannot be saved. Never, ever, ever. They cannot be saved. Understand that now. The sooner you know that, the better for everybody. United States cannot come in to support evil. All the atrocities being committed by politicians, including Ekweremadu and co, and their so-called security agencies cannot be washed away overnight through the involvement of the United States of America. Before coming to Nigeria to help them, the USA must understand that they are coming to defend a Fulani empire from inevitable collapse. The US must first investigate. If America has to intervene, America, please investigate. Who started Boko Haram? Who started ISIS in West Africa? Who started Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb? Who started, give me their names, so Fulani Janjaweed, who started Miyet Yala? Who started all the entire Fulani terror groups that you have today? How did it become that only Fulani, the same people now asking for US intervention, we are the ones that attacked Southern Christians when the US killed Osama bin Laden? United States of America, please, before you come to Nigeria to claim you're helping Fulani to sustain their hegemonic stranglehold on innocent lives in the zoo, ask them. Go and Google or do your research. Google is a US company, so I'm sure that those of them in the State Department can do this very easily. Go and Google it, please. Why was it that Southern Christians were killed in Kano, in Kaduna, in Sokoto, when Osama bin Laden was allegedly killed by the USA, the Navy SEALs? United States of America, you killed Osama bin Laden in Afghanistan. Nigerian Christians, Biafrans living in the north, we are slaughtered because you killed Osama bin Laden. These are the people asking you to come in to help them. Come in now and see what will happen to you. Is that clear now to everybody? Why America shouldn't come? Because they are listening. We are not stupid. Any intervention now to save Nigeria from this collapse that is facing that person or entity does not wish the people well at all in Nigeria. Majority of Nigeria, almost 90%, do not want Nigeria to stand anymore. And to that effect, I'm asking my Yoruba brothers and sisters, my brethren in Yoruba land, please, you must rise up now. Now is the time. Now is the time. You have credible and very powerful leaders in Yoruba land who can make this happen. Now is the time to come out and destroy everything that belongs to the zoo. We would have achieved it during NSAS, but you allowed your brain to become contaminated with tribalism. You allowed people who have made your life a misery, the same people, to deceive you into believing that those who are fighting for a better future do not mean well for you. The injustice and flagrant abuse by Fulani dimwits can only be stomached by those of you that lack the courage to fight. These are the same people that called Ipob terrorists, but Fulani headsmen who are today making a lot of women childless in Benue, the same Fulani that drove away Yoruba people into Benin Republic, they are not terrorists. And you don't ask yourselves why. These are the same people that asked Kemi Adeosun to resign over what they claim to be incomplete certificate. But the same people are today backing a terrorist, a murderer, and a killer, and apologists for deadly terror groups all over the world to remain in office. Somebody who called for the killing of unbelievers. Pantami, I hope the UN, they are listening. Pantami, unbelievers, they are killing, they said they will kill all unbelievers. He's still in office. Somebody they claim forged the certificate, not even NYAC, not her degree. She was forced to resign because she's from the South and because Southerners are very, very foolish. That's the reason why a terrorist is in power. And they're threatening us. If you remove him, we are going to kill all of you. This is the reason why a lot of people are tired of Nigeria, a country that is not fair. There is no equity, there is no justice, there is no fair play, there is nothing. A country that will always favor terrorists and oppose those who want a better life for themselves and their generations unborn. Nigeria is a forced marriage that can no longer endure. People get divorced every day all over the world. They go to the law court and decide irreconcilable differences. The same way that the marriage of Nigeria must be dissolved, absolutely dissolved. Because we are not the same people, we are not one people. These are murderers and they are killers, they are terrorists. We want nothing to do with them. They can go and join the Niger Republic and form one sultanate. That is their business. But we are not the same people. These are the things that we must bear in mind all the time. Some of you don't know how evil this anybody who comes out to tell you, let's embrace one Nigeria. Like Lai Muhammad, the liar himself. That person doesn't mean well for you. Let me tell you why they are evil in Nigeria. Why no politician deserves to live in Nigeria. These are evil men. I want to prove it to you now with facts and figures. Why they're evil. And I want to explain to you this evening. Don't go anywhere. The time is only, I think it's 22 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, to 9 p.m. in Biafra land. Understand what I'm saying very carefully. Why do I say that politicians should be stoned in Nigeria? There are a few of them who are good. The people there, we know who the good ones are. Let me tell you why you must stone these politicians to death in Nigeria. Why they're evil. Open your ears very carefully and listen to me. Is there unemployment in Nigeria? Of course, there is no employment. People are unemployed. People are suffering every blessed day. Yet those that claim they love you shut down the only available means of employment for their graduates. Understand this very carefully. Those politicians asking you to embrace one Nigeria, I want to now let you understand how much they hate you. An ordinary graduate in Nigeria. I want you to understand how much hatred they have for you. Some of you may be asking, but how? How is it possible? Why? Let me explain it to you in very simple English. With soaring unemployment in Nigeria, these evil people that you idiotically call politicians, these evil souls that Lucifer dwells in, that claim they love you by shouting one Nigeria, they shut down your means of employment only to go to another man's country to increase their own employment. They decrease theirs, making their people become useless. They go to another man's land and they are creating employment in that land. And to make matters worse, when they bring back what they have produced, you that is unemployed, they ask you to pay for it. What am I trying to say in a nutshell? It's a news that I'm sure most of you must have been used to. It broke today again. And when I read this news, I don't know if I'm to kill myself. I don't know what to do. I kept, since afternoon, I've been asking God, but you're a merciful God. How can you allow a place like Nigeria to exist with this type of evil? What is that evil I'm talking about? Oil imports gulped $1.32 billion in 2020, says Central Bank of Nigeria. How can I explain this? So the NNAMDI'S, can they understand what I'm saying? Black people? Can Nigerians understand what I'm saying? Zoo animals, can they understand what I'm saying? Nigeria imports oil. And when I read this headline, I couldn't know the oil they were importing. I don't know if it is palm oil that we used to cook, which we have in abundance in our land, was a major exporter the whole world over until Malaysians came. We taught them how to process palm oil, and today they are the leaders. In fact, we're importing palm oil from Malaysia. I kept asking myself, what oil import again that we will now spend the money we don't have? We claim 1.32 billion, where people are being owed salaries for months, to pay for something that you already have. I don't understand it. It's just like having salt in your kitchen. You have salt, a bag of salt, which can last you for maybe the next 10 or 20 years. And you go outside and your children are starving, they have no food to eat. Instead of you to use the money you have in your pocket to go and buy them maybe rice or beans or heaven knows what else, maybe even agede, you now went outside to buy another bag of salt. And not only that, as you brought the salt in, you took your children's toys and their clothing and you sold it to pay for this new salt. I can't understand these people. I'm asking God to allow me to understand them because I can't. Let me tell you what I mean. I hope America that wants to come to Nigeria to help them, I hope you're listening. I want to tell you how stupid a black person is. A black politician in Africa, especially in Nigeria. I want the whole world to understand how useless sometimes they say the truth is stranger than fiction. What is Nigeria known for? Crude oil that comes from my land, from Biafra land, and natural gas. Now listen, they claim they have no money in the foreign reserve, but Fulani, Janjaweed, they spent a whopping 1.32 billion naira. Sorry, dollars, I beg of you, please. In 2019, they spent $2.1 billion to import oil. You may be wondering which oil again. No, don't be offended. The same oil you have in Okwa, the same oil you have in Aguleri, Umweri, the same oil you have in Ubuta, the same oil we have in Uru, the same oil in Awamama, the same oil you have in Ogoni, the same oil you have in Eket, the same oil you have in Oron, the same oil you have all over Biafra land, in Iloibri, in Bayelsa, in everywhere. The same oil, I'm telling you, the same oil that Nigeria spent 2.1 billion. Unbelievable in US dollars, importing what you already have. Something that how can I explain this in English? They drill the crude oil, give it to Halliburton, to Shell, and all the rest of them to sell, and they pay them money, royalties. They use the same royalties to go to Shell and to Mobil to buy back the same oil, and now they tax us on VAT on alcohol that we consume in the South and on other items of clothing. They tax businessmen from the South to now pay the subsidy on something that we sold. I can't even explain it. Can anybody explain it for me? I can't explain it. I can't. This is the depth of stupidity that a black man is harboring in Africa. You produce crude oil. You export the crude oil. All your 4 refineries are down. That could have employed millions of graduates. You claim you're a politician and you love your people. Come on to open these refineries to employ them. You cannot do it. But you prefer to ship this crude oil abroad, use scarce resources to go and buy it back. The same thing you shipped abroad. Lord have mercy. Are you sure? I don't want, if you have a white friend listening, please make an excuse and send him or her away. I want to ask you a question for only black people. Are you sure we're okay? Blacks, are you sure we are normal? Because I don't think so. I do not think so. Your refineries are open. You ship crude oil abroad in another man's own refinery, employing their own people, whereas your own graduates have no jobs. And those graduates are saying they want a change, and you're saying, no, you cannot have it. That is why we need a revolution right now, immediately. Others must start. We have started. Others must also start. Because the whole world will bear you witness. You have all the facts and the figures. Why the zoo must not and should not stand. We are politicians. Constituency, one dug a 10-meter well as constituency project. Do you understand that? Constituency project. Well, the same idiot is benefiting from impoverishing his own people by voting to move crude oil abroad, the refinery in Iguacha, refinery in One, refinery in Warri, refinery in Kaduna. None of them is working. And he's a politician. He tells you he loves you. Let's keep Nigeria one. Let's keep Nigeria one. Insecurity everywhere. Let's say, hi. And you people are listening to this rubbish. You're listening to this garbage from these people. And they're your politicians. And they are alive. Oh, I've forgotten. No, and now they send their kids abroad to that place that they've sent your oil to and bought it back. Their kids are there studying. That is why you need a bloody revolution. Your politicians are your enemies. The army propping them up and keeping them in office are your enemies. The police are your enemies. You must destroy all of them. For you to survive, for you to be alive, you must destroy all of them. Or else, believe you me, your lives will continue to be a mystery. Can you explain that to me? You see Iyke after snorting cocaine, after snorting cocaine and drinking Remy Martin, his voice will crack. He will talk rubbish. Insecurity in Obiapo, insecurity in Ipob, insecurity here. He claims he loves you, yes? Ask that vagabond. Why can't you use this, your cocaine snorting and your coarse voice, to tell the government to reopen Iguacha refinery, to employ graduates of petroleum engineering from Science and Technology University of River State? Security. Hey, we need to increase security. None of them is even talking about employment. Reopening the factories that you have shut down. The factories that you made moribund. They are not even talking. Instead of them to address the issues, they keep dancing insecurity, more vigilante, more AK-47, more pump action. Do you think it's going to stop anybody? The more pump action you bring, the more AK you bring, the more you supply the army of God. There's fire everywhere. See, Konso, where he is now, he's looking and he's enjoying the view. Nigeria will remember who Konso is. The whole world will. By the time we are done, every child Even those of them in Hungary, they'll be asking their parents, Daddy, what is Ikonso? What does it mean? Then their parents will tell them it is the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail. If you don't know, let me tell you. The Holy Grail. The chalice with which they claim, as legend has it, the blood of Jesus was collected from the cross of Calvary. That's the man's name, Ikonso. The Holy Chalice. The Holy Grail itself. That's the man you killed. You have murdered sleep. You don't know that before? After this, if every ESN commander will sleep in their house. After this episode, if you see an IPOB or a commander and in fact, you buy the person chocolate. I know there's no chocolate. You go and look for chocolate to buy the person. Now you will understand. We'll bury him with 2,000 heads. On here, Jelly consort. 2,000 heads. Upper Benin is only 100. We'll bury him with 2,000 heads. Ikonso. If you don't know, now you know. Usually, one Nigeria. All of you are there idiotically. Bring your BVN. All of you will queue up in the sun. Some of you never knew that your NIN was a way to bring in Chadians and Malians into Nigeria. Idiots in the media in Nigeria. None of you interrogated this terrorist. Pantami, a communication minister. They were planning, Fulani, always planning, always conniving, always planning, always conniving. All of you are there from the south. What Nigeria? This is our country. This is our Nigeria. This is our Nigeria. Whereas Fulani are from behind. You people are there shouting one Nigeria. Fulani. When I see an idiot without any credible education talking rubbish about one Nigeria, I regret why I'm a black person. I'm telling you the truth. Some of you, your idiocy is beyond comprehension. They brought in national, is it a national identity nation, or whatever they call it, to replace BVN. Because they want people from Burkina Faso, people from Mali, people from Senegal, people from Sudan and Chad to have Nigerian citizenship overnight. Which means you can never, ever survive it in this life. I am begging you to open your eyes and your brain to understand what I'm saying. I don't hate anybody, but death is coming. Death is coming. I'm telling you the truth. They will use the name and make it their national voter register. Because if you don't have name, you cannot vote or register to vote. And by shifting the burden now of identification to name, people from Burkina Faso, Fulani, the worst of them all, will be in your land. Can you survive it? Do you see why Nigeria needs to end? I want people to understand. It's not about Biafra or IPOB, no. I want you to reason to understand why Nigeria must come to an end. Or else you will come to an end. Are you in doubt? Go to Benue. They're in refugee camps. In Benue. Shouting one Nigeria. If the TV nation were to be on their own, do you think anybody can come from Burkina Faso to tell them what to do in their own land? I want people to understand this. The more you keep talking about one Nigeria, because Fulani people do not play fair. All their borders are open and porous enough. And I'm asking our people, Ambazonia and our Yoruba brethren, to also open our borders. With the help of we Biafrans, to open all our borders in the south. Their own borders in the north, they're all open. Anybody can come and fight and go as a bandit, collect your money, and you go back to where you come from. You people from the South, you don't see all these things? Or is it only me? You don't see all these things? You must understand what they have in store for you. Al-Qaeda, the Taliban, Boko Haram, ISIS, all in one man. Pantami, a minister in Nigeria. A minister who is a terrorist. You want America to come to Nigeria where the minister is a terrorist to defend you. Anyway, with Obama, anything is possible with terrorists. Anything is possible. For those who do not know, this Issa Pantami was the founding member of Al-Shabaab terror group. One governor used to pay him 6 million naira every month. Do you know this idiot went to Middle East to go radicalize? Your minister of digital technology and communication. A full-blown Middle East trained terrorist. He came back. He settled in Bauchi State, where, you know, Bauchi in those days, they used to kill people, Maitasine and the rest of them. And he was working with terror groups in East Africa. Everybody knows Al-Shabaab, one of the most deadliest in the whole world. They recruited very heavily and preached a more violent-based gospel. They were in Bauchi between 2009 and 2011. Even the elite, well, if actually Janjaweed can be an elite, but let's give it that to them. Even those who are in government, so to speak, in Bauchi State supported them. Bauchi State used to give this idiot 6 million naira every month so that he can take his preaching somewhere else. This is I'm talking about the Minister of Communication and Digital Technology in Nigeria. That the US wants to go and help. So every movement of US troops in Nigeria will be discussed, of course, at the cabinet level, isn't it? And this terrorist will be there, downloading all after all, he's the digital minister, download all the information, and the next few minutes, Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda, everybody will have it. The operational strategy and strength of US troops in Africa will be made known to terror groups all over Africa. Zoological Republic, the only place in the world where such nonsense obtains. Al-Shabaab has killed over 4,200 people in East Africa. They did so in 2016 alone. Nobody knows how many have killed now. According to counter-terrorism experts, they are the deadliest of them all. And that's where Pantami belongs. And UN is there, they're playing UN. One love. Oh, dear me. I warned all of you that they were coming. I told you that Fulani will take over the government. They will plant their own people. I warned you. I warned you. I warned you. But they used Premium Times, they used the Daily Trust, they used Punch newspaper, they used Channels TV, they used all these papers in the zoo to tell you that I was a madman. Hey, forget him. He's a rabble rouser. He wants money. He wants fame. He wants recognition, all that rubbish. Today, they are killing you and beheading you. Today, you are a refugee. IDP, I should say. Let me glorify you by calling you IDP. An internally displaced person in your own land because you did not listen to me. People should interpret for our white friends who are listening and people who do not understand the Igbo language. Heaven gives me this gospel to preach, and I must preach it to the living. That's my job, and that's why Biafra will come, because I'm doing the will of my Father. God Almighty in heaven, I warned you. And they keep blaming Boko Haram for everything. It's Boko Haram. Boko Haram. But Boko Haram never, ever for one day announced that they were expanding their territories. They've always been campaigning for referendum in and around Borno to establish their own caliphate. Something they're within their rights to do is for the government to say, okay, let's go to the polls, and the government will now campaign for a no vote, isn't it? They said no, instead they killed Mohammed Yusuf. And as they say, the rest is history. They have killed Ikonso. In a few months' time, it will also be history. That thing they want, we shall give to them 1,000-fold. I want to tell the Fulani terrorists in the Nigerian army that you are not soldiers, you are not brave enough. Do you know about the leopard? Do you know why leopard, Agho, is revered in Igbo land? Do you know why Agho is revered in Igbo land more than Odum? Do you know Odum is like?
Why? All we want is freedom.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to
This is
Radio Biafra.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. One more time. We're listening to the last broadcast of our leader yesterday's broadcast that came up. It was kind of an emergency broadcast that he did for us, and I hope you are all listening. I've been up here making sure that the program plays to the end as much as we can go so that we can talk about it, we can discuss the issues that concerns us. This has to concern really the America where I live, where I'm resident, where I'm a citizen. And most of us are going to make sure that we try as much as possible to call the State Department and to warn them, actually. I'm going to sort out that number and I'm going to put it on air later on the program, to warn them that the person that was talking to the Secretary of State was not Buhari. Buhari is dead. They are faking, and these people are exposing our country, United States of America, to danger. The terrorist government is calling you somebody. Already they started by lying because the person there is not Muhammadu Buhari. Buhari is dead. These are informations Americans can find out with simple, just snap of a finger. Anyway, I think they already know. Believe me sincerely. America cannot be fooled. This country is different, to be honest with you. They can keep quiet at pretending as if they don't know what's going on, but they do. When the time comes, when the time is ripe, they will come out and tell you the truth and tell you exactly the way it is. The former president, Obama, tried one way or the other to say it, but people actually misunderstood him when he said he doesn't want to see any lifeless person here. And people are saying, oh, he's a racist. He's not a racist. He's just somebody who knows, he gets things, and the way he presents it might not be very palatable, but you know something? He always gets an answer. Barack Obama, I told you, the first time I voted for him, the second time I did not. I did not because I just started saying something I didn't understand, honestly. Something made me not to go to that polls. I didn't vote for anybody at that time. I just stayed away. So what we are saying is that, and the fear actually is that we don't expect Joe Biden to fall a victim to Barack Obama. Obama had been here. He didn't do much, so he should just buzz off and let Biden do his job. The man that called you, a call from the secretary as the president, is not the president of Nigeria. Then the president of Nigeria died. He's a dead man. You can find out. That's very easy for America to find out. They have the CIA. They have the people, FBI. They can go around and check it out. He died in London. There's no doubt about it. That person there is not. If he is, America can always find out. You don't want to talk on the phone. That's nonsense. You see, the terrorist government is operating in Nigeria, and we know that. And we have gotten our ESN to help us out. They killed one of our commanders shamefully because this man wasn't at war with anybody. He was only there to defend his own people. They killed him in his father's house. The way cowards behave. But you know something? There's no way they can stop what we're doing. Revolution, that's what we're talking about. It's already started in the southeast. We're talking about our brothers in Yoruba land. Get up. Don't give up. Follow Sunday Igboho. Follow him, bumper to bumper. Make sure that you support everything he's doing. Believe me sincerely. The opportunity was missed, when they had the Lekki, NSAS thing that you just gave up. You don't start something and stop, because the Fulanis you are dealing with are animals that they don't even think. And for our so-called representatives, our so-called governors, you people are just done. We are done with you. It's a matter of time before we put all of you in the trash can. that's where you belong, because you're not leading anybody and you know it. If you think you're leading somebody, give the order and let's see what happens. And Iyke is throwing curfew left, right, and center. He's protecting himself. He's not protecting the Rivers people. He's afraid. Our leader well described his voice. His cracky voice, and he's talking tough. You know, what are the things? He can talk as if he's a mad person. We know very well that he is a nobody. He has given his instruction. You know, the state curfew from these people are criminalizing people that are killing, according to him. People that are coming to River State to kill come from Abia State. They come from Akwa Ibom. He described all this. But you know something? As in if any simpi, Igbo man say ihe simpi si no na. It's not the point that you're wasting your time. When the time comes, you'll be tried. You can't hide. You can sleep from one barracks to the other, sleep outside your home today and tomorrow. Doesn't make any difference. We'll eventually get you. Lo and behold, our ESN is there, and they are doing what they have to do. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is in a few minutes, I will open up the lines for you, and let's discuss what our leader spoke about. Don't deviate from that. You can add a few things, but I want you to focus on the broadcast I just made. It's very, very important that we talk about it, because there are so many information, there are so many things that he told us that we have to remember. When you're calling, make sure you tell me something that he said that you really, really, really agree with. This is what I'm saying. All right, we'll be back again in a few minutes. Take a call.
Thank you, ESN, thank you, Ipob, thank you, ESN, thank you. ESN is chasing away criminals in our land, in Biafra land. Before we were truly messed up, but right now we are fully secure. Wait, cannot tell how we feel about the things you do if you're wrong. Are you struggling to stand for our rights? We say thank you for protecting Biafra land.
Yeah. You've been fighting so hard, protecting motherland against the Fulanis, enemies of Biafra land.
They are the soldiers that we know, bronzes of God and keep us safe. If it's not for Ipob, tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? If not for Ipob, tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? Ipob, thank you. Thank you, ESN. Thank you, Ipob. We say thank you, ESN. Thank you.
I say never slow down until our enemies are all down. Yeah.
You've been the power I can rely on. That is a fact that I can't deny.
Champion soldiers fighting stronger and protecting lives. The pain you feel today will be the joy you feel tomorrow.
We say yes to you, yes, like every day. Cause if it's not for
Ipob, tell me where do I go? If not for ESN, where do we stay? If not for Ipob, tell me where do I go? If not for ESN, where do we stay? Ipob, thank you. ESN, thank you. Ipob, thank you.
All right, well, thank you, ESN. Ikonso, we'll mourn mourn our brother, and the only way we can do, all we have to do for those of us who have not exposed to that position that he was, you can support our ESN wholeheartedly. Support. Just go to our website www.ipobinusa.org and make /donate and make your donation, your support, because the life of our brothers who are passing by, who are being murdered left, right, and center is not going to go in vain. Our leader have already said it. Ikonso will be mourned. Holy Grail, Conso Grail, the chalice that they use in collecting the blood of Jesus. That's what the Conso stands for. All right, I have a call coming in. Let me take this one. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. You're the first caller today.
Mazi Iyke, good morning. God bless you this morning.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Mazi Iyke. I am calling from United States of America, and I reside here in Washington, D.C. Mazi, I'm from Amibo. Amibo is Nolo. Amibo is the home of the tiger, and Amibo is the home of King George of Ipob. I thank you for the good job that you do, and I thank God Almighty for Mazi NNAMDI'S. Yes, Mazi, I want to talk to Biafrans, and I want to talk to the youth of Nigeria. I want to tell them now that all these things that NNAMDI'S have been preaching, the reality is on now. They have seen the reality. It is in their face. Look at what is going on in Niger State. Now, in Niger State, they are bribing the indigenous of Niger State to convert, that is the Boko Haram. They want them to switch their allegiance. They're paying them $50,000, 50,000 naira each person. You go to Benue State, Mazi, they have just extracted these people from their homes. These people are living in an IDP camp, and then they went into the IDP camp and killed them. Check the proximity of Benue State to Enugu. You will see that it's so close. Check the proximity of Niger State to the capital, Abuja. Then you will see that it is so close. So what we are talking now is that that is no time. It is a matter of life or death. We're talking about your preservation of your life. We're talking about your security, and this is the reason why we will continue to call and talk every time. You can listen to everything that Mazi NNAMDI'S is saying, but definitely there is a media through which he is just giving all this information. So what I am asking you is that for the security of your people, of which ESN is the ones that have determined, this is the security, volunteer security. This is the people that are not paid even anything. These are the people that have sacrificed their life in order just to keep your own life and keep your property, and then secure your daughters and your fathers and mothers so that they will not be killed. These are the people. So what I am asking you, please, you have to do the needful. You have to help to support our media. I am telling you, even all those southern soldiers that are still in Nigerian military, you are dead already. You are dead. Look at how they brought down the plane that went to Borno to throw bomb. Then they went over there and then they targeted you. So you are an endangered species also. So I am calling on everybody that loves freedom, because what you are fighting is for freedom. Please do the needful. I want you just to go to our website. Go to the website and contribute as little as you could. And for you to go to that website, what you have to do is that go through the Google and type in www.ipobinusa.org/donate. www.ipobinusa.org/donate. People are just giving the sacrifice with their blood, just like our brother, our comrade that just died. Then other people are doing everything. You have to do your own part. If it is only just to give a little money, just to pay your own dues and pay your own tax to your safety, then that is very understandable. So, Mazi, thank you. God bless you. Continue doing the good job, and then the Biafrans are listening. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. I have another call coming in here on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes. Can you hear me, sir?
Welcome to the program.
Mazi Iyke, we don't go Picard and Madrid. Biafrans all over the world. We don't go Picard and Nana Kebinelli where the right dealer. When I heard on the dead NNAMDI'S yesterday night, he has said it all. I want to pass this message from Chukwu to Kadama to every human being that lives freely, every nation in the whole world, every member, every citizen of every nation in the whole world. Take a big I write this message. And listen very attentively, because what is about to happen in this country, called Nigeria, every human being must hear the time. Because we the Biafrans, we must be free. It is not a threat. We must be free. Nobody can stop us. We are not joking. We are not apologizing to anybody. And we are not insulting anybody. We are not insulting anybody. We the Biafrans, we have the right to live. Mazi Iyke, before they do that, tell them NNAMDI'S, tell somebody to video the whole affair You go see how flood. Many people cannot even eat one climate today. As I'm talking to you people. Many people, here in Aba, I just come from Aba. Aba is having a good man. Dara. You people come out, we come out just to hide.
Thank you. There we go.
Biafra is all over the world. Write down this message, the Ezekiel chapter 33. From verse 1 to end. Write it down. Something is very, very well. Do you see verse 11? Verse 12, verse 25, verse 26, verse 30, verse 31, verse 32, and verse 33.
Thank you.
Something is very, very well. You see verse 31, verse 33. Very, very important. The same Ezekiel chapter 37. From verse 1 to 8, something is very, very well. It is only when you go. Do you see verse 26 and verse 28 of the same Ezekiel chapter 37? We are like dry bones. They don't want to go to Biafra.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Let's take another call. Another one coming in. Let's see. Caller on WhatsApp on private line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Turn down your radio, please.
Yeah, Mazi Iyke, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, sir. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good afternoon from here. Good afternoon, Pastor Jack on the line calling from location. I just want to touch a little things our leader said yesterday, more especially revolution. The revolution is very, very ripe. This is the time. Our Duda brothers, people should please, I beg you in the name of God, make sure at this very point in time, you join hand with Biafra to liberate yourself because the time is now. Now, having said that, Mazi Iyke, I want to touch a few things. One of it is the private university that the bandits are kidnapping people is actually owned by Igbo Biafra. That private university that they are adopting people for us or killing some of them is actually owned by Igbo Biafrans. I don't know how many times something will happen for some of our people to learn. I remember one Igbo Biafran one certain time at any stage we are doing the agitation. He was saying he bought a land in Kaduna. He has a fleet and all this talking rubbish. It was not up to 2 weeks. He was. Now they have done this.
My brother, I think there's something. Hello, there's something wrong with your Wi-Fi. You're breaking. You're not coming out straight. You want to try? Okay, you want to call back later or what? What do you want to do?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but you're breaking. Your words are not being coordinated. They're not joining together. It's supposed to be better than this. So I don't know what the problem is.
Okay, I have removed the earpiece. Maybe it's from there. I don't know if you can hear me now.
All right, go ahead now.
Okay, just like I said earlier, I say our leader have talked about revolution. The revolution is now. Our Dua brothers, people should not please help yourself to make sure you join the bandwagon to make sure you liberate yourself. Having said that, this I want to touch again. Like I said earlier, the private university in Kaduna where students are abducted and killed is actually owned by Igbo Biafran person. And I said, I don't know how long our people will learn a lesson. I remember one Igbo Biafran one certain time that owns a fleet station in Kaduna. He was saying he's not going to go anywhere. He has a fleet station here. He's doing his business. He's doing well and all that. It was not quite up to 2 weeks. He was more than around. Now, it is nobody should tell you if you are in the north, you are a Biafran. Nobody should tell you to relocate because if you are a necessary casualty, like our leader has said. So you need to use this opportunity to come back. Having said that, you on security, no amount of partnership that will help, that will solve Nigeria security situation because it is complex. Now let me tell you, the man that said this thing, I think he's the Minister for Africa, James Bodridge or what, said this thing to Nigeria and it's on national dailies. Now Everybody has come to that inescapable conclusion that nobody can solve military hardware. It's not all about intelligence now. The security problem in Nigeria is beyond comprehension, and the only solution is the solution of Nigeria. Every country and every person have come to this. It's made possible by IPOB consistency and resistance to this tyrannical Fulani Janjaweed who has made life unbearable, who have killed thousands, if not millions of people, who have tried to take over our land. If not that IPOB came and say no, they're not continue to kill us.
All right. My brother, Pastor Jack, your call this morning is not very good. I don't know why. I don't know where the problem is coming from, but you're not very coordinating. We're hearing you, but we're not actually struggling to make sense in what you're saying. It's not very smooth. Maybe I can allow you to repeat your call wherever you are ready, but get away from whatever vicinity where you are at the moment, because that is what is causing it. I have another one here coming on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good day.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, welcome from here. I'm calling from Biafra land.
Welcome to the program. It's too noisy there.
Yeah.
Get away from there, my friend. Your noise, your background is very noisy. All right, go ahead. It's quieter now. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. All right, still having a problem with that one too. Let me try this other one. Caller here, caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke, my name is Iyke. I'm calling from Maryland.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, it's really quite unfortunate. My brother, I like listening to his voice. Pastor Jack, the network wasn't
very good.
clear.
Yeah.
But I think his direction is almost the pathway I want to take. But what I want to let Biafrans know that we should, in fact, the hope is very, very clear. The declaration of UK, what UK government said today has defined everything. You don't need to be told if the security situation in Nigeria there's no partnership that can handle it. What is left? Allow these guys to go their own ways.
Yeah.
And that's where they are going now. And that's the direction. Another thing I want to say is yes, we know we have most of our brothers. That's the time, Mazi Iyke, as you say that this trend, many people will join midway, many people will join with time.
Yes.
Not everybody will start at the same time. Frankly speaking, that is prophetic and is happening. One of my friends who, in fact, those ones are the ones who feel that one Nigeria with time is going to war. In fact, from today, I can't even believe in what this guy, in fact, the guy is even more radical than I.
Yes.
Frankly speaking, because now they have seen the truth and the realities. We have to really be disciplined and refined. Not only all Biafrans are listening to the Radio Biafra. Frankly speaking, if you think that these, why they are good in processing information, they will take all patches of this thing.
Yes.
And they will go through it together because they are listening to this. All the broadcasts of our leaders, they are listening to it.
Oh, yes.
And they are also listening to Radio Biafra, frankly speaking.
Yep.
They get all this information, and from Radio Biafra, they have known that these people and this young man from Yoruba land, Mayegu, that guy is trying.
Yes, so much.
You see, Radio Biafra and all the other platforms, they are giving real information because how long will you hold the truth? You can't hold it forever.
Well.
Nigeria, in fact, what is happening in Nigeria now is something that you can't. I don't think there's any country that you can't even define where do we start. Are we doing with Boko Haram? Are we starting with all these this integrated, or are we facing people who wants to leave Nigeria, or are we facing the corrupt politicians, or are we facing? In fact, it's a complex.
Yes,
and the US, I know US, they know what they are doing. Forget about all those. They know what they are doing. Yes, we all are here. We're going to do our work to let the people know that look at what these guys are doing. They are leading US to a wrong path.
Yes.
Because information is power. These guys, they are leading US to a wrong path. So, Biafra, let's keep praying for our leader. The man is divine. Mazi Iyke, please, this morning I want to say whatever you want to say from your mouth. I have noticed that whatever you say comes to pass. Do you know why I'm saying this? He said the day he said that this is the appointed time, and he blessed he blessed our souls. Elohim accept our souls. So it's their time, and things starts happening.
Yes.
I'm telling you, this man, he should know certain things he says. God bless IPO. God bless everybody. God bless, because many people are waking up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Iyke.
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls. Let me take another one from Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Master Peter, is it me?
Yes, go ahead, sir. Welcome to the program.
Okay, sir. Let's see if this one can be okay. Now, I don't know if it's okay.
Much better. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Let me just start from where I stopped. Okay, first of all, just like our leader said last night, the revolution is now. We should put our hands together to make sure that the solution of this contraction is now. We therefore need to revolt. I'm calling on our Ududua brothers again not to relent, not to mind the criminals, the likes of Tinubu and co, that only want to enrich themselves perpetually and keep it suffering. The revolution is now. Now, having said that, I also say something. I said, do our people actually know that the private university where these bandits are abducting people, killing them, is actually owned by Igbo Biafran person in Kaduna? That is why you don't see a kind of reasonable security and whatsoever. Because anytime they want to destroy anything that belongs to a Biafran in Kaduna, that is when you will know that terrorist fire is working. They will just bring a excavator or bulldozer and put on that property and destroy it. Before 3 hours, they will destroy that business. Igbo man own that private university that they are abducting our people and killing them. I don't know how many times something will happen to our people for them to learn. Our leader has said, if you are in the north, make your way back home. If you die there, you are a necessary casualty. I don't know how many times history had to repeat itself for us to learn. We are already at war. They will come after you and they will kill you. Having said that, the UK have just released a statement that is in the national dailies that the issue of Nigeria's security, the partnership cannot solve it. It doesn't matter whether you partner with the UK, America, Russia, partner with all the world. You cannot solve it. I think the Minister for Africa, James Bodridge, said that. So Nigeria should be able to understand that their security issue is complex. They said it openly. Are you going to fight bandits you created? Are you going to fight the Boko Haram that have been in existence, that are, by the way, fighting for their own separate nation, for what they believe, that Wahhabi they believe? Is it the ISWAP? Is it up to the 7th faction of the terrorists you created over there? Now, upon that, you are doing 97 5%ers. Now, we are the 5%ers. You are killing our people. You are doing us. At the same time, they want to take over our land. Now, the indigenous population have risen up and say enough is enough. Yes. So, IPOB is a strong force that's made it come to reality. Now, after UK having studied the situation of Nigeria, they say no amount of partnership can solve Nigeria's security problem. So that, in other words, should tell you that the solution is the only solution. That's right. So if UK, despite their calling the partnership, because they are the one primarily sponsoring Fulani in all this whole thing, but they have looked at everything and say no, partnership cannot solve the problem. So what will solve the problem is the solution. Every person go back to your area. And that is what Biafra is asking. Let us go and define our own political future. Nobody should decide for us. Fulani will not come and take our indigenous land, occupy our area. And we have said this right from the time. When we live in the north, we pay for house rent or we buy land and develop. You don't come in our own land. You go and stay in our forest. Take it by force. Nobody give to you. At the same time, you rape our mother, kill our sister and all that in our own land. Just like it happened in Iberiam the other day. All the governor could do was to put on curfew. Because they are stooges to these Fulani people. They can do nothing rather than calling for curfew. Or as what Ozimba did to go and kill our innocent brother in a problem. Now he ran away. He's in Abuja. Of course, he will remain there, like our leader has said, because anywhere he's hosted in Biafra land, that place, the area that hosted him is in trouble. Now, having said that, everybody has understood that this is a fact. We must therefore work very, very hard, because IPOB is a strong factor that has made this thing to come to reality. Everybody has come to that inescapable conclusion that there's no two other ways than to allow every indigenous people to go, and Biafra must come. So we have come to that point now that anybody that want to say anything that has to affect our political future, if you don't discuss with IPOB and agree, you are a problem. We will hunt you, because enough of this nonsense. It has been long. These people have been training with our future, joking with us, killing us, and all that. But now, anything you want to do in Biafra land, IPOB is the stakeholder that decide after consulting with the people. If you do or you go against this thing at your own peril. And finally, I thank our leader for renaming Douglas Road with Ikonso. We will immortalize Ikonso. Yes. And also government house with Ikonso. And everybody it must surely come to pass. If you think it's a joke, try, you see. You will know that IPOB is a force. As we have said, as long as our leader has said so, so shall it be. Thank you, Mazi, Dr. Iyke. That is just my contribution.
Well, thank you so much. All right, thank you very much. I have another one on straight line caller. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi Iyke, can you hear me?
Yes, welcome to the program.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you from the beginning. Go ahead, sir. The world is listening.
Thank you very much, my big brother. Mazi, my name is Godko. I'm calling you from London here. Mazi, I appreciate you for your good job, and I appreciate our leader, and I feel you worldwide. Mazi, I want to say, more special from what our leader said last night. He said, excuse your white friend that he wants to talk to black people. Listen, I'm speaking to Biafrans at large and the Nigerian youth at the same time. You are crying that you don't have no job, and some of you go into Yahoo. But who makes you to go into Yahoo and all this crime? Nigerian politicians. Those people that is, when election comes, they will give you knife and cutlass and gun to go and take a ballot paper on behalf of them. When the ballot paper and the Fulani Danger will shoot you and you die immediately. This is what is happening. But let me ask you them a question. Are you not going to raise up and take your destiny into your hands and drive away these politicians, kill them in the cold blood, where they have been killing you? There is oil in our land. And these politicians will take it and send it to Europe, and they will refine it, and they will bring it back, and they will sell it back to you. And behold, there is refiners there that meant for you to work. You as a person, it's meant to you to work there and benefit and go home and buy food and cater for your family. Instead of them giving you that job, they take that job to another country and give it to the citizen of that country. And that country, the citizens of that country are enjoying it, and they ship it back to you, and you pay subsidy, and then you have no job. That is why you are roaming around the road. And then you will be roaming around the road. Somebody will help you and buy chicken for you, and then the police will stop you and the army. If you refuse to give them 20 naira, they will shoot you dead. Are you not a coward? This is what our leader wants. This is what our leader makes you to understand. That is why excuse your white person and let him talk to you Nigerians. That is what it means. I know some of you don't understand English. You misquote him. That is why we are bringing it down to the lower person to understand. You don't have no job. And then these politicians, when election comes, they will send you out and they will kill you. The same people will kill you. And they will be in the national television telling you Nigeria unity. And they are deceiving you. And that is why you see them in Parliament House. They will be shouting, nay, yay. And they will pay themselves 40 million every month. Nigerian youth and Biafrans, they are alive. Are you not seeing that these people are using your destiny? and rose up and drag them away. Just like now, Hope Uzodinma is on run. That is how we're going to drag them away with bloody revolution. Any politician you see by your side that come to campaign in your village, kill the idiot. Any Igbe that said to you to go and vote for somebody like that, set his palace on fire. Any PG that organizing you to go and vote, kill the bastard and kill his children. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, Mazi Peter. Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, my name is Michael Eyodo. I'm a native of Akwa Ibom State. I reside in River State, in Bayelsa.
You're welcome to the program. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Let's hear it.
Babadi.
Idioko.
Family about you now.
Most you can come us.
Yeah, you come us. Look, I want to thank you because of this program. I've been listening to you. You have been trying. I want to use this opportunity also to talk to my people because I have not been hearing my people calling this line. So I want to encourage them to be calling this line because this is only the solution we have. This is only the area Biafra that we have. So my opportunity goes that according to our leader yesterday, our leader talked to us, we listened to him. So we appreciate him. I want to encourage him to take more actions. I want him to
Your line is still there. The line just cut off on its own. I don't know what happened. Okay, maybe I can allow you to call us back whenever you're ready, because it looks like something happened to your line. I don't know what it is. I have a call here on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Are you there? All right. It's not answering. Let me take another one on Signal. I mean, not on Signal, on WhatsApp on private line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Mazi, I agree to.
Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Mazi. My little contribution, you see, Mazi, for a long time, since this beginning of your program, and no day I have ever thanked our leader. Not because what he's doing, I am not satisfied with him. But I was saying that the job is not yet done. But today, I want to just use one word to say to him, thank you. I want to thank him because the job is almost 90% done.
Yes.
He will live to see Biafra.
You see?
No matter what the enemy do, he will live to see Biafra. This is a man, the only man that foresaw what millions of people could not see. They used to tell us that what elders saw while lying in their bed, that children will not see it while climbing on the Roku tree. But our leaders saw what our leaders saw while sleeping under his own bed. These people fly private jet, they cannot see it. They never foresaw that the Fulanis is coming in this might. Nobody. And when our leader came to work everybody, people call him all manner of name. Today, Mazi Osetele. The North has been ravaged by Boko Haram. And assuming our leader did not wake us up before now, Mazi, do you know what would have been happening in our land today? Our land would have been worse than what is happening in Mina. But I thank God for giving us a man like this at a time like this. Yes. This morning, I wasted my data, Mazi, and I was not very happy. Because I went to listen to one Eflave in Channel TV. That Eflave that called himself Chidioka. That said he was a minister of aviation, yet he did not make sure that there's any international airports anywhere in the whole of Biafra land. But today, he's gossiping, running his useless mouth in the Channel TV, telling us that what the Igbo people that voted him to Abuja is asking for is an Igbo presidency.
Mazi, can you imagine that rubbish? In this building that has gone down, in this house that has been burned down, in this time, which of Igbo people that is asking for Igbo presidency? In which country? Hi, Mazi. I was thinking that guy have since before, but now I know that it's even worse than the other slaves that we used to have. We don't want Igbo presidency. You see that everywhere is on fire. You are talking about Igbo presidency.
Yeah, let me say something here. That man is not he's just talking. He came to the meeting. Who are the people that sent him? He's just using his imagination. So let's not dwell on him. It's not important.
It's not important, Mazi, but sometimes there are some people you think they have common sense. You will not know that there is one case worse than better than them. Nigeria is burning. No place that is safe. You are talking about presidency. Sometimes some of them will say restructuring. Some of them will. When I look at this people, man, I thank because I lead that. You know, we used to say in this platform that if they like, let them toy the whole world around. They will still come back and meet us where we are. That place is freedom.
Oh yes.
And now they have turned around the world. They have turned around the world. Now UK is telling them that the only solution is freedom. The only solution is everybody to your tent, oh Israel. Right. And we are not going to relate until that is done.
Oh, yes.
So they should go back to their dream and wake up from their dream. We are looking for Biafra. What we want is freedom. We are tired of living outside. If you come to Lagos here, millions of our young men are out of business. Nothing is happening. Everywhere is shut down. And you are talking about presidency. How come, Mazi, God bless you, and God will bless our leader because he has done it. And at the end, victory, freedom is ours.
Yes.
God bless you.
God bless you. All right. Thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls. Let me go to a WhatsApp call. WhatsApp line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, Mazi. Mazi Iyke.
Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Sorry for my private line. It's not intentional because most of the time when I try to call your WhatsApp ring, but no one get answered. The signal don't get you. Mazi, yesterday I will say I am very happy yesterday. I am very happy yesterday because one is that I said if I were a brother to Ikonso and I have the capacity to change my surname, I will change my surname to Ikonso because I know that name has been immortalizing as much as Biafra is concerned. And I thank God that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made it reality yesterday by making those changes. And some people might be looking so foolishly that and be saying what this is impossible. But one thing I want to let everybody know, in as much as Biafra is alive, this is a task that will come to reality sooner or later. I want to draw you back a little bit, but I don't know if I'm coming out clear.
You are coming out. Go ahead, sir. Just make it very brief so that we can.
Okay. Mazi, some things. I'll be very brief. One or two things make me, each time I want to lose hope, I come to be very strong in the belief of this fight of Biafra restoration. I remember the call I made to you sometime last 2 months ago. The Zoo soldiers, the Zoo government opened the way for United States military. And they came in with all the arsenals, and the commandant was on call waiting for instruction, and he was called to back down, and Biafra was restored. Mazi, I'm telling you the truth, I have if my belief before on this struggle is 70%, it's 99% now. Mazi, Biafra is here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ndewo. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. 845-344-7984. That's the line for the WhatsApp. And then principal officer's line is +1 929-406-9953. Let's take another one from WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. All right, that line, I don't know what's wrong with it. Let's see. Okay, let's try it again and see if it's going to work. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Please leave your message.
Whoa. All right. I don't know. Okay, let's keep trying. Some people are trying to call me, and I'm trying to see if I can return their calls. Unfortunately, they're not there. All right, this morning we said, like our leader spoke to us, it's very, very important that we put into consideration the revolution have started in the Southeast, and we encourage you to continue. And for those of us living in America, yesterday the imposter called Secretary of State, and they were talking, but I'm just assuring them from Radio Biafra USA to right here in the United States that the person that was speaking to him was not Muhammadu Buhari. Buhari is dead. And wherever, anyway, the British people, the response that they're giving this morning, as somebody just called him in, I've not been able to verify that, but at least I trust the source who said what they said this morning about all this asylum, whatever they're trying to give. We're not interested in that. And then somebody who said he wants Igbo presidency. Maybe he wants Igbo presidency for himself. Who cares about that? Which presidency of where? Presidency of a country that is almost drowned? Anyway, they can have Igbo presidency actually for all the Fulefus. Ubiozo can be their president, and then who else? And then the runaway one that is running about can become his deputy, and that's all we know. Because we know that Biafra is here and that the world is watching, and we are waiting that eventually it will be announced sooner or later. There's no doubt. I have a call coming in on principal officers. No, on private line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, my name is Chinua Kweza, and I'm calling from the city of Toronto, Canada.
Welcome to the program, Chinua.
Mazi, I thank you for your effort. I thank you for your time, your talent, and your treasure. I thank our great leader, Mazi Iyke, for answering this call that Chukwu Abiyama called him to liberate all of us and every oppressed nation in Nigeria. Mazi, this morning I want to start with just mentioning that no man, in fact no country, will be ready to surrender your sovereignty to you unless they hear the shekels of guns and bombs.
Yeah.
In other words, freedom is not giving, freedom is taking. Alfred Nobel said, this Nobel Prize that we are hearing today, Nobel Prize for Peace, the person that propagated, the owner of that prize is called Alfred Nobel. And he said if nations, countries, people acquire more weapons that can destroy themselves within the shortest period of time, there will be peace everywhere in the world. Now, it is evident to the fact that we have been preaching peacefully, we have been demonstrating peacefully, nobody said anything, we are being killed. And the outside nations, British, America, Germany, and the rest, because they are not doing anything to our killers and our oppressors, they assume that we're in peace. Now we have started to defend ourselves to ensure that we don't extinct. They are saying something. Mazi, don't you see that it is working?
Yes.
That if I beat you, if you slap me on the left cheek and I turn the right cheek and you slap me and I walk away, nobody knows there's a problem. But if you slap me and I slap you and we start fighting, the passerby will say, what is happening? That is what is happening right now in Nigeria.
Yes.
Mazi, Pantami's appointment is very strategic. Very, very strategic to the cause of this colonization and Islamization of Nigeria, the Zulu. Do you know why I say so? Being a communication minister, he intercepts every security details. Our leader said it. You Zoo armies and police, while you are sent from the south to go and kill Boko Haram, as soon as they give you instruction, he intercepts it and passes the information to his men, who are the terrorists. They ambush you and they kill you for nothing.
That's right.
Because their organ at the top hears every security details and information over radio and over any form of communication that they use.
Mm-hmm.
So this kind of person is occupying this very, very important position in Nigeria. And yet people are not still believing that Nigeria is a terrorist state. And we all need to disassociate ourselves and the total dissolution to that contraption called Nigeria.
Especially the United States, my brother. Yeah.
Exactly. That's why we must push all of us in North America, we must push. This is not a job that should be led for Mazi Nnamdi, our leader. We must contribute our own part because all of us in this struggle we are in, and we are all integral part of the whole. Everybody has a role to play. It's like we are a body. If you fail in your role, I fail in my role, then the body will not function well.
That's right.
Take up your phone as soon as the phone numbers are released and begin to call these people. They know, but they want to also hear from you. Like in Canada here, we have written to all the members of parliament, both federal and state. Yes. And we have feedback from all of them, which we are fired. Tomorrow, if they say anything, we are going to publish it that we all told you what we are going through in Nigeria and you failed to say something. That is what I ensured as the coordinator here. Now, Mazi, if our people who are seeing all these things that is happening to us in our own land and still fail to support the ESN, then I don't know the adjective to use. I don't know if to say our people are wicked. I don't want to say if they are insensitive. I don't know the exact word to use. But one thing I must tell them is that every generation out of relative of security must discover its mission, fulfill it or deny it.
Yes.
We in IPOB, we who are the remnants, we have chosen to tour this path. Is a very, very onerous task. But like our leader said, it's going to seem like the last miracle. Because Biafra must come.
Yes.
Biafra must come. Nigeria is almost close to Somalia. And remember the promise that Somalia will be a paradise.
Yes.
As in, Somalia will be a place everybody wants to go compared to Nigeria when the time comes. So if you are living in the territories of Canada and you are still doing moral support, that is trans, you are running away from your responsibility. The only responsibility you owe your people back home now is to see yourself as somebody that is in a strategic position. The reason why you are abroad is for a time like this,
yes,
so that you can fight for your people from an advantage point.
Yes, sir.
What do you have to do? You have to contribute your time. Put your hand inside your pocket. If it doesn't pain you while you are giving the money, then it's not a sacrifice. Don't give us $20. We don't want $100. We don't want $200. Put that your hand, dip it, so that it will pain you. And as you are giving that money, you are blessing that money. Yes. I'm giving this money for the total restoration of Biafra. Send that money on errands. We want people to give us from 500 and above. We want people to give us $1,000. We want people to give us $100,000. People have it. If 50% of Ndigbo, let me not say Biafra, 50% of Ndigbo in diaspora, we can raise a war chest that will destroy Nigeria in 6 months.
Yes.
I'm very confident.
Yes.
Boys home and abroad will lay down their life, including me. We will go there and we bring down Nigeria in 6 months. But our people, I don't know what is wrong with us. Sometimes when I discuss these issues, I feel so bad that our people don't see what we are seeing. That we, in fact, the battle that we are battling now is battle for self-preservation, yes, for race preservation. The nation of Biafra must be preserved. So if you are in North America, especially Canada, you love what ESN is doing, or you are still thinking about it, please call 447-222. I repeat. Okay, make it easy. Just WhatsApp us on 415-878-6563. 415-878-6563. If you WhatsApp this number or you call this number, somebody must respond to you. And you'll be able to do what you want to do to support ESN. Mazi, my prayer remains that every time you speak, may you speak wisdom. When we hear, may we not be only hearers, but also doers of the word. From Toronto, Canada, take it from me. I love Biafra. God bless us all. Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you, Maruda. Thank you very much. All right, I have a call coming in. Let me take this one. Caller on WhatsApp, on WhatsApp line, yeah. Line 3. Are you there? Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Dr. Ike Peters.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your wonderful job every morning. Thank you. My brother, it fills my joy to say that I've never been happier in this struggle like the way I am right now, because, I asked one question before and I keep asking that question to IPOB members and Biafra in general. I use Jesus Christ as an example. when he asked his followers, who do you think that I am? Or who do men think that I am? The same question I asked IPOB members one time. This is the third time I'm asking him. Who do you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is? People have not answered that question. That's why people are saying, I was not sure, I have 70%. Listen, when I joined this movement, and like I said before, if you don't have that kind of epiphany, if God didn't speak to you and you join this movement, and after joining this movement, you don't see any changes in your life, then something is missing in your complete truthfulness to this movement. I have never doubted any day since I joined this movement till this very time. And anybody who has vision will tell you that Nigeria, just like I said long time ago, Nigeria will not see 2021 end, not to talk about 2023. And from what is going on now, no country will ever survive it in the next 6 months.
That's right.
Believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to call it prophecy, I call it foresight. Mazi, or let me put it this way, Dr. Prince Nnamdi Kanu the Great saw many things that few people saw. But the point still remains. Who is willing to sacrifice what it takes to lead a movement like this? Not me, not many people. That is the crux of the situation. It is not a matter of knowing what is wrong with Nigeria or knowing what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows. But are you willing to step up to the plate like he did and do what he did and do it with the type of spirit with which he did it? None. That's what makes him special. Now, let me come to the point why I called this morning. I want to let people understand. This is my almost 40 years in America. I came here as a kid. One thing you have to understand, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu hinted on it. If you people have been paying attention, he said white man has conscience. For those that are, thinking that Nigeria, because they made a request to the United States, that the greatest country, the superpower, the only superpower, the largest economy in the world will bow down to stupidity.
No way.
No
That's
way.
right.
Then you don't know United States.
Absolutely.
I'm just telling you this. Let me tell you something. America is a country that was built on revolution and on the principles of, talk about people that have belief, religion, in God we trust. Is there any other country that has that in their epitaph or whatever you call it? No, only United States. In God we trust. Forget about what some politicians will come and do in 4 years, 3 years, and get out. But the principle of this country will not allow this country to be dragged down by an irresponsible regime of Nigerian third world nonsensical country like Nigeria. They have not even started. They have not started. I said it last week. What we need to do, especially we, Chunwakweze also hinted it. We have representatives. America is a representative government, and everybody knows this constituency here in America and in North America as well. Pick the phone and call your representative and tell him about what is going on here. If you don't get them on the phone, which you might 100% of them not do, but they have secretaries who are taking numbers, taking information.
Yep.
And it's not like Zoom, where people get information, it doesn't. They take time to read every comment that comes from the constituencies.
Right.
Call them up, tell them what is going on. Like Chunwakweze also said, let me tell you something. If you do not, fight to liberate a country, then you are not worthy of even a country. Like many people have said, I've also said it. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu hinted on it yesterday. He keeps saying it. There is most of this country you see today that you people are rushing to go went through bloody revolution. Go and read the history. Freedom is never been but without sacrifice, there's no way you can get freedom. You can write any letter from here till kingdom come. You can never get that freedom unless you prove that you are worthy of a decent country, just like our people are right now, young men and young women in ESN, in the bushes, not minding whether they don't sleep in a mattress, but under the rain, under the shine, fighting to liberate a bunch of fools that do not want to sacrifice anything. Like Chimaku said, sacrifice. Igbos, like I said, Igbos do not sacrifice. There's a difference between giving and sacrifice. Giving is not sacrifice. Igbos only like to give and to be recognized, or to give in the hope that someday what they're doing will come back to benefit them, like they do. When they're raising money for somebody who died in Nigeria, you see them donating $100 because they know that one day one of theirs is going to die, and that $1 he gave you is going to come back to him. That is what Igbo man does, and it's not sacrifice. Sacrifice, as defined in the Bible, is when you give with no hope in return of anything or favor. That is sacrifice, and that is what pains. And once you can be able to do it, then you know you have sacrificed, because you are not hoping for anything in return. No. Most of us have come to the age that even if you give me a job, when Biafra comes, I'll tell you thank you, but no thanks.
Exactly.
I might be in the advisory committee, using my age and experience to give my input that if they like, they take it. They don't like, they don't take it. But give me a home, give me a place where I can resign, where I can stay with no fear of somebody's coming to kill me.
Yes.
So, my brothers and sisters, if you are not happy from what is going on now, then you do not understand what is going on.
Honestly.
You don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
You do not. All we are asking people is this: we know that not everybody should be out there calling the phone, talking, or ready to go and carry gun and fight, or go to there and agitate, just like people agitate and they get shot down, they get mowed down by these criminal elements. But you know one thing you cannot deny yourself from: if you do not dip your hand in the pocket and support this movement, you are not worthy of Biafra. Dr. Ike Peters.
Thank you.
I rest my case. God bless you.
Sir. Thank you very much for your call. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Yes. Just like he said, I feel the same way that he feels, so happy with myself, with everything about honesty that is going on right now. I have a call coming in on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning from here, Mazi Iyke. This is Kelechi calling from Brooklyn.
Well, welcome to the program.
Mazi Iyke, thank you for what you're doing. Thank our leader, Mazi Iyke. Mazi Peter, you see, that is Somalia visa.
Yes.
Our own talk before. They don't buy and police don't first. Their police don't first go buy the visa. They wait for orders for Somalia.
I know.
Because they're not ready to collect 144 visa for Somalia. Then they wait for the Oga call me then. As I talk to you now, the next person where they see so, I hope most of them you don't already buy your own now. They wait to travel. So all of them, as early how they plan to come to kill IPOB or Biafra, all of them they go run one by one.
You know.
This one where if you go in, see for NNPC line side, now small, and then they expect him to say something since then. He never talk. He never even say a word. He never even say a word. They can tackle everything when they carry go to mission. He's still there, and they expect to make it. Oh, how are we going to do this, guys? Then till today, this man never say anything about it. But if it is IPOB and the Eastern Security, you see him bring out all his muscle. They want to kill his brother so that he become a famous in a political line. See how foolish they are. You see all of them they talk. All you talk, and where is him now? He know if he come out again, because everybody know that they will go brother Mau or one himself. Anna fighting now the Kalu, but how would their place not supposed to be fight? And I got fight only man that are fighting for them, fighting for their born children, fighting making sure that Biafra land is safe and secure. Look at Autumn, governor of Benin State. When you come out in social media, or you would start saying all sorts of things. But the minute you invited Abuja, go and see him talking like a kid. I remember one time when Simon was saying that this man was saying vibrating. Immediately he was called meeting to Abuja. After the meeting, in that meeting, the man started talking like a kid, behaving like a kid. He had nothing to say again. Because I don't know what they use in the brain of these people. I don't know.
I know. Thank you, my brother. There were.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Like this whole thing of going to Abuja and coming out smiling. It reminds me of what happened during the Babangida regime. I told you a story that a cousin of mine who was in the military, he just made a statement that Babangida had invited all the traditional rulers to come to Abuja for a meeting, and they thought they were going to go there and stay in a room. No, he was calling them one by one into the room, and when he comes in, they always says, "Chief, welcome, sir. Nigerian said I should go." So, and I'm looking at my notebook. He had a notebook in front of him. I can see that you were given 10 million naira to fix the road in your community, and so what I need you to do is just to go and bring the receipt to me so that I can give it to Nigerians when I'm leaving. And then the chief will go and don't come back. All of them went back home and they were all crying that Babangida will stay. This is exactly what's going on. When he goes there, when there's something happened, they go to Abuja, they smile. They remind him immediately, show him a notebook. See this money. Oh. Now you take this money, so you have to account for it. And then he will come out smiling. He doesn't, for them, they are all sellouts. They've sold out. They can't do anything. They can't talk seriously. Why do you think your leader is talking Mazi Iyke? Because he has not sold out. They tried. That's all. That was why they went to kill him. Because this Igbo man will not like money. The best thing you can do is to kill him. Why did he die? Why do you think they killed him? They already promised him. The Supreme Court governor already called him, invited him. I'll make you lead the Wago in the Imo State. And brother, the guy said no. That's the next thing is to get rid of him. But how many people would they kill? We have all opened our eyes. Our eyes are all open now these days, and it's not business as usual. So when they go there, Autumn can go there angry and brr, 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 brr. As soon as he goes in there and comes out, he's full of smiles. He's not smiling because there is anything special. They just showed him a notebook. See, this is the money that we gave you, so you have to tell them what to do with this money. But sometimes, sometimes say, to hell with you. To hell with you. You keep doing what you are doing. They won't kill you. If it is not time for you to go, you will not go. But if you keep on supporting them forever and ever against your own people, well, I don't know. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I remember what you're calling from the water.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, I'm thanking you people. Those who have eyes to understand the person we have as motherland. Wherever I am, I'm always part of motherland. Nigeria has no shame, and the journalist in Nigeria is the worst journalist of the whole world. Woyo Sheyanka told them that Buhari is not in charge of Afro. No journalist has go to wait and please help us, direct us. How can we know who is in charge of the government, president of Nigeria? All of them kept quiet, listen to who to direct them to what to do. And today, where Sheyanka telling Buhari to go and beg for foreign people to come and help him. And asking where Sheyanka, you are telling me that Buhari is not in charge of Afro. How should Buhari again go to in charge of calling foreign countries to come and help him? Why do you say the person is in charge of the government? Look at what is happening in the whole state of Nigeria. Nobody is asking what is happening. Also, make speech yesterday, the way Buhari speaks is a Fulani president. Also, you are with Buhari before in
APC, you jump back to PDP. See, the killing continues in Benue. How can't you tell people the truth? Mungulu Zulu from the governor of Borno was attacked. Autumn was attacked. They never catch any of them. No bomb, nothing. It is also that they see that they know they have bombs, they have to come, they can shoot. But those who attack a governor convoy, governor himself, nobody makes any move up to today. And they are just rolling about. Who is in charge and who is not in charge? Nobody is going to the direct point. There's only one man that will open up and tell the whole world that Israel is not in charge. Nigeria has no president. That is why killing everywhere. People are asking you where you should come and dress them. Come and dress you from where? The person that is one leg is not in the pan. How can it be? Where to come and dress you? Is this a citizen of Nigeria? Nigeria, you are too fool. The journalists in Nigeria, you people are so stupid. You people should wake up. My leader say call you people zoo does not mean you people like animals. We are working like animals. We are part of the animal. Walk up and open your brain. Mazi Iyke, I remember what you call it. Biafra, we start relenting. We are waiting for the last order from Mazi Iyke. Time is making this way. They remain a leader until my generation to generation. I will continue following you as a leader. Go ahead, Biafra.
Oh, hell, Biafra, thank you very much. All right, I think finally we have come to the end of today's program. Still have to remind you that tomorrow is another day and Mazi Iyke is coming in next. You have heard what our leader has said. For those of us living in the United States, if you have contact, I'm going to make sure that probably by tomorrow I will get the exact phone number where you can call and leave a complaint. But you can talk to your own congressman in your locality, wherever you live. Inform them of what is going on. Not because we are afraid that the United States is going to fall victim to the Nigerian plans. No, America is too big for that. They can do all they want, but America is watching. Everybody is paying attention. They wouldn't say that they don't know what is going on. Everybody knows that Buhari is not there. There's nobody called Buhari. Whoever is speaking to the Secretary of State is not Buhari, and we know that. And America knows that because at least it didn't start here. Donald Trump had said it when he was here. I don't want to see any more lifeless person, because that person that came was not Buhari, and he's aware of that. He knows it. There's no doubt about it. All right, let me see if I can take one more call, because this person is persistent on his call. Let's take his call and then call it a day. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. I'll be very brief. I just want to say what our brother Pastor Jack said. This is the time. The order has been given. I listened to our last caller that was calling now saying we are waiting for our last order. The brokers of our leader yesterday have ushered in everything that we've been waiting for. Yes, it is time to do the guerrilla war. Biafrans, listen. Don't wait and ask again for order. Which order do you people want? Go out at night, burn police station, burn anything will be green, white, green, burn it down. Then you have already destabilized the government. There won't be any government. And there's something that our leader said the day Icon passed on. He said something that day. Because of the killing of this man, there will never be any negotiation.
That's right.
So we have passed all these things that everyone is asking for. No negotiation, no guerrilla wars. Start burning anything that you can lay your hand on. That is the broadcast. That is what we've been waiting for. What else do you want this man to do? If people are coming out in that, you find people going around burning something. Wake up in the night, join them. Walk up for road, destroy everything, destroyable. Any army, police were there on a road, destroy it. That's what he said. Why we are doing this, other people will join.
That's right.
I just want to remind our people something. This night, this evening, Biafra is already done deal. Britain that come with whatever they come with. See there, everyone they are back up. America is not even ready to do whatever they are saying. America know that there's no Nigeria, there's no Buhari. They know better than all of us.
Oh yes.
The only thing I believe, Mazi, they want to say this afternoon. You promise us, we are not in America. Do your part. Let Americans, we are actually looking upon you guys.
Yeah.
Make those phone calls. Tell them that our leader have said, don't involve yourself.
Of course.
These people have killed us enough. Let them face the consequences of what they have done. My brothers and sisters, any place where you see politicians catch a bridge, that's the reason why you didn't have light, you don't have road. People are complaining in Lagos, there's no jobs. It is because of these politicians. It's because of these politicians they build and prison yard to prison everybody, make sure you're poor. That is the problem. And this is the time. Oh, every ethnic group in Nigeria need to wake up and do the needful. Disabrise the government. Make sure there's no longer government. It's Mazi, this autumn that sometimes people talk about. Sometimes I ask myself a question. This man is just making one comment. Just one comment. And I begin to doubt him by saying Fulani herdsmen. But there's no action. You're not doing anything. Is it not exactly what the governors have been saying? We ban grazing. We ban grazing. And they're still killing people. They're still killing these people and he's still saying Fulani was arrested. I think there is something wrong somewhere. He's not telling these people the truth. You know, boy, go the people away from your land and they turn your people and they're killing them. You come and say Fulani herdsmen. What kind of nonsense?
Yeah, well, you know, same thing that I just said. You know, when they go in there, they are angry on the face. When it happens, they stamp their foot on the ground. They're going to kill. Eventually, what they are doing is hypocrisy. They cannot talk very strong. The money, probably something that he has taken from them, he has forgotten that he took those things, but they will always remind him. When he goes there to make his noise and they will come out, you go in there angry. Dave Umahi did the same thing. Who was it when they killed the people in his state? They sacrificed, they came in the night, they slaughtered as many people. He was angry, he went to Aso Rock. The first of all, the so-called president didn't come to see him. I can't believe that. He has to go. It's like having a shootout in New York and the president will not come and see the family. Then the governor have to go to the president for him to tell him, okay, we'll see what we can do about it. Now he comes out, he's smiling as if the solution had been found. No. What is making them smile is when they go in there angry, they tend to forget the money they have been given, the money that they have embezzled. As soon as he gets in there and they brandish the notebook on his face to show him what's up with him, and DSS will be smiling there, blinking their eye, then he will come out, he has to smile. What is funny about it? They're killing people and you're smiling. All right, I can't take any more calls at this time because I can see that there are about 3 calls standing, waiting. Unfortunately, all the lines are locked up. I've shut down the lines. I can't take any more calls at this time. I still have to remind you that Biafra is our religion. And Radio Biafra is where we worship. Mazi Iyke is coming in next. But don't forget our leader, like one of our brothers just said right now. We're waiting for order. I don't know which other order you're waiting for. The revolution has started in the southeast. You know your enemies where they are. Burn down the police, the army, whatever they have, any infrastructure. We don't want a government to exist. That's all we're doing. We're not trying to kill people because we like to kill people. No, these are our oppressors. Until they give us what we want, they have to sit down. We have to bring them to their knee. After all, we put them there. So if they can do what we ask them to do, we will make them do what they want to do. About being afraid that the United States, they are calling the U.S. U.S. is too much, too intelligent for this nonsense. But however, like I said before, I promise I'm still going to get the phone number what we're supposed to call. The Department of State is so big that there are divisions, there are areas where, but I'm going to really make sure that by tomorrow, when I get on air tomorrow, I will give out numbers that we can call, especially those of us here in the USA. It doesn't really mean that those of you, the way you're calling this session too, you can as well make those calls. Explain to them, for them to understand that the Fulanis are the terrorists. The government of Nigeria is a terrorist government, and there's no doubt about it. Anyway, America is watching, like I said to you. Britain have already responded based on what the information somebody's giving out. And other countries will follow. This is the end of the zoo. The zoo is over. It's history. And our Yoruba brothers, please don't give up. Keep doing what you're doing. What your freedom is very paramount to all, each and every. For all the Biafrans, we're already gone. We're only thinking about you. So make sure you don't get drawn at them. Maigu, please do keep doing what you're doing, because I listen to your program and I think very interesting. You are talking, you're speaking honestly. And Dele Momodu, we've not heard from you in a while. I don't know what's going on with you. So talk to us and let us know what is going on. This is Radio Biafra. Still have to remind you that Radio Biafra is where we worship, and Biafra, honestly, is our religion. Stay tuned, don't go away, because Mazi Iyke is coming on next. From me, it's goodbye.
In Biafra lies our